Hi everyone, it's Kristine Clemens from Keller Williams Inspire, and I am your Fox Valley real estate expert. Today I am so excited. We are going to be talking to my friend Dawn Phillips, who co-owns Brown Butter Baked Goods. It's a new cafe just opened this year in downtown St. Charles. It's right across the street from Salerno's, and E&S Fish Company is right next door. You are going to love the donuts and all the food, but most importantly, you're going to love Dawn. Let's go talk to her. Dawn, thank you so much for having me over to Brown Butter Baked Goods. Please tell everybody what you've got going on here.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Brown Butter, we are a little cafe in St. Charles, right off 31, across the street from Salerno's and next door to E&S Fish Company. We have breakfast and lunch all day, and we're known for our gluten-free baked goods, especially our donuts.
Yes.
So we have our original salted brown butter donuts, and they're a little sweet, a little salty, and they're the perfect size. People go, oh, you have miniature donuts? They're just the perfect size.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had someone get halfway through one and I was like, how could you not eat all of that in just one bite? But then once you have it, you're like, this is all I needed. This is perfect.
That's exactly it.
Yes.
You know, life isn't about big, giant things. So
Yeah.
I feel like this is a small, cozy space, just like our donut. We serve breakfast and lunch all day. Our cheddar jalapeno bread is gluten-free. We make that here. So you can get any sandwich made on gluten-free bread. All our sandwiches are, the original bread is from Breadsmith. We like to support other local businesses. The thing about a sandwich is the bread. That is the key. So that's why we make the cheddar jalapeno, which cheddar jalapeno, I need to figure this out because it has no jalapenos in it. When we first started in 2013, when I first started making that at my old cafe in Geneva, I used to use cheddar jalapeno cheddar jalapeno cheese just sprinkled on top.
Oh.
That was the only jalapenos in there.
Okay.
But it's so hard to know what to call it now because it doesn't have jalapenos because I can't get that cheese anymore. So it's just sprinkled with cheese on
Well,
top.
it's a legacy too. Like, as you've just mentioned, 2013, you've been around in this community doing what you're doing for a long time. You've just recently opened the doors to this cafe,
Right.
But you are very well known in the Fox Valley. People know you. In fact, when I first met you, you invited me into your house and I was like, what is that glorious smell? And I walked into your kitchen and there was donuts everywhere. And I was like, I know you, I know your donuts, I eat them all the time.
Yes, because I had a cafe in Geneva from 2013 to 2018 with my business partner Eileen for the first 2 years, and then she decided she didn't want to do it anymore. And in 2018, the owner of Cava Diem came to my cafe and was like, I hear you have the best donuts around. And so she had some, and then I started working at Cava Diem and started selling my donuts there. So that's probably where you were like, they're iconic looking. We're so lucky and so blessed. I mean, the community has been beyond good to us. And a lot of my customers from Early Light Café are coming here and they're just so excited, and I just feel like we have been welcomed with open arms, and I'm very, very grateful. I have two amazing business partners, Jeff and Julie Martin, and they were so the reason why we opened this. They were like, Dawn, you were so successful at Early Light Café, and they were always so supportive of me. And I said, have you guys ever thought about doing this together? And they were like, what, really? So it was a match made in heaven, and Julie actually decorates everything in here. And I always loved her design. And like I picked out the colors, but she decorates everything. And I just want it to feel like home.
One of the reasons why you picked out this location was because there's walking traffic. There's walking trails. And right outside, we're gonna take a look as well, there's a walk-up window that you're about to open, which means that you can go on a stroll with your friends and family. And
your dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're building a gazebo. So
Yes.
tell us about your walk-up window.
Yes, so one of the things, the iconic part of Early Light Café was it was only a seasonal walk-up window.
Okay.
And people just were on the Fox River Trail, running, biking, and they could come and get a smoothie or coffee, lunch, whatever. And so when we decided on this space, we loved how much traffic we got. And Jeff and Julie were both like, we have to have a walk-up window. You can actually order donuts before 2 o'clock for the next day.
Oh, that's
pick
nice.
up any flavor and combination and things like that. And then we just set them over here and put your name on your label. You can run in, go out, you know.
There's nothing like one of your fresh baked donuts,
Oh my
by the
gosh.
way. Oh my gosh, when
thank
you
you.
used to deliver them at my house, they would just be so warm. I'm like, I will not eat all of these right now. Thanks everyone for joining us for another episode of Know Your Neighbors of the Fox Valley. I hope you enjoyed your time here getting to know Dawn and her wonderful cafe, Brown Butter Baked Goods. I'd also like to give a special thank you to Tyler Nelson from Country Financial for sponsoring today's episode. He's a multi-line insurance agent and financial advisor who looks to educate his clients on having an adequate amount of coverage for their property and liability risks. You can give him a call today for a free coverage comparison for your home and auto insurance plans. Tyler can be reached at 815-547-7305. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time for another episode of Know Your Neighbors of the Fox Valley.